Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a brand new edition of Twin Brothers from Different Mothers coming to you live from hot Las Vegas. Go Live Vegas Studios in Las Vegas, the city that has set two temperature records this past week with our extended heat. Today is going to be a high of 109, which I think is a misnomer. I think it's about 2009 outside right now temperature-wise. But nonetheless, we are in a cool air-conditioned studio. Mr. Neal?
The difference is now that we've had so many consecutive 100-plus days, is the pavement is getting hot.
Yes.
And what does hot air do? Rise. So it's giving that feeling maybe 109 of 120. How many times this week have you gotten in your car and looked at 120?
More times, especially after a workout, seeing that 120 on my car thermometer makes me wonder what the hell I was thinking. That's for darn sure. Thank you for tuning in. 702-329-6947, 1-855-502-4321. Press 1 in either case, and you'll be able to come into the studio to talk to Neal or myself, or our very special guest coming up is, again, we're going to welcome another brand new sponsor to the Twin Brothers family, Miss Bonnie Fraser. She is the owner of not one, but two, and I think there's probably more coming down the line. She's so successful at this, Premier Martial Arts here in Las Vegas. Great background. A lot of interesting stuff as we meet with Bonnie in a little bit after our first break. So make sure that you please reshare the feed to your friends. If you're on the go and you can't watch, you can still listen by downloading the Go Live Vegas mobile app to your phone. And when there's no live show playing, you get the best of 80s music that is out there here on Go Live Vegas. YouTube, Twitter, GoLive.Vegas, through our website, twinbrothers.vegas. You simply click on the Archive Shows tab, takes you to the live feed, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Periscope, and any other gram you can think of. We're probably on there as well, so we thank you. And also Avo.tv. Our show is up there on that great international TV network as well. Hello, Brenda. Thank you for tuning in. How was your week?
Hot.
Yep.
It was hot. You know, I spent this entire week going through Bonnie's bio. I'm just finishing it now because I
Because you just got it last night.
No,
you don't have to lie.
No, that is not true. As soon as you sent it to me, I downloaded it, I printed it, and I started reading it. What the hell is on top of my head?
A beret.
Oh,
You're
I'm
an artist.
so you give me a beret. Nice.
You already had the goatee. You didn't need to add that one in.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, now's the mustache.
Don't
There
get
you go.
'em going.
There you go. The handlebar mustache.
But I mean, quite an extensive resume. And I finished reading this morning because it takes me a long time to read things.
Wait till the movie comes out.
We got a movie?
Well, after the show's over, you can go back and watch the video and learn it. That'll be your movie.
Oh.
By the way, somebody won a jackpot this past week.
Oh, no.
And
where?
I printed it off, and I don't remember. I must have left the sheet at home, but there was another jackpot.
How much?
Like about $500,000.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's pisslach. Okay. Exactly. Well, not that I wouldn't mind having an extra, $500,000 sitting around. Okay, a couple of things going on. Let's start off with some downer news. For those of you who watch WKRP in Cincinnati, Frank Bonner. What's that?
He passed away?
Yes, Frank Bonner. Herb Tarlick was his character name, died at the age of 79. He appeared in 88 of the 90 episodes of WKRP, which ran from 78 to 82. Johnny Fever was part of that, Howard Nessman. Great characters in that show.
I don't know about you, but 79, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now as we're getting older, that's not that far away, 79 from, where I am, right?
You're talking about age.
Age, yeah.
Yes.
When we were
Well, you're
kids,
closer to it than I am.
Thanks. Keep reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were kids and somebody died at 79, 78, you said, well, they lived a nice life. They were
Right.
Now that we're getting older,
Yep.
it's all right. We're in the back 9.
Yeah.
How many more years do I have?
Exactly. It's a young age by today's standards.
Correct.
I don't recall if in the announcement they announced what he passed away from, but
Old age.
he also appeared later on, Saved by the Bell, when they did a remake there, The Duck Factory, Scarecrow, Mrs. King Show, Punky Brewster. So he did a lot more than Herb Tarlick, but you talk about a quintessential slimy salesperson that could be
was
depicted.
him. Yep.
Herb Tarlick was the guy, but anyway, Frank Bonner passes at the age of 79. If you're looking for work, which I know many people should be, but they're not because they're still making more money on unemployment. The commissioners, Jim Gibson, Tick Saberblom, and Marilyn Kirkpatrick, are partnering with the Nevada Department of Employment, Training and Rehab and Workforce Connections to host a large-scale job fair at the Convention Center in the West Hall, the new hall, July 9th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Are they still giving away the $1 million if you get a shot, if you get a job? I mean, what the hell
I
is
don't
that
know.
all about?
I have no idea. Job seekers who pre-register will receive information about parking, updates on participating employers, and other information related to the job fair. Walk-ins are welcome too. So there'll be about 100 local employers that'll be there. So there's no excuse, because I think at the end of July, and I know somebody from our crack fandom base out there may correct me, but I believe at the end of July, the extra federal payment, the $300,
Goes away.
is going away. I believe it's the end of July. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about employment going into the fall season. So, all right. What else? Madison Square Garden West. You know that they're building the Sphere down on the Strip.
My neighbor across the street from me is a steel worker. He's all of
Okay.
like 4'6", and he's been working on top
Okay.
of that sphere, and no fear of heights. He said it's going to be magnificent.
Yesterday, a milestone for the MSG Sphere Las Vegas was reached when they actually completed the steel domed roof frame.
Yep.
So the roof is there. It will be, let's see, from the outside, you get a sense of the size. 516 feet wide, 366 feet tall, and completely covered with 580,000 square feet of programmable LED
You're going to be
lighting.
able to see it from space.
Okay, there you go. There's a concept art of it looking like a sphere. There you go. Could match the Excalibur, the pyramid.
How many wonders of the world do we have? 7?
I thought it was 8. Well, it might be 7. Andre the
this-
Giant was the 8th.
Correct, and this will be the 9th.
There you go. Although Andre's dead. The project is
Well, this
expected
will
to
be the
finish
8th.
sometime in 2023. So what'll be interesting is the Madison Square Garden connection that a lot of people have with it being back east. Now we've got MSG West.
Are they going to
So-
Are they going to partner? I mean, they're already one
Right.
entity, but are they going to partner with whoever plays MSG East is going to come play MSG West?
I would think it would make sense,
Makes all the sense
wouldn't
in
it?
the
I mean,
world.
for deals and
Hey,
stuff.
how was the show last night? By the way, you went to see Summer of Love.
I
with
went,
Linda
yes, went to see Summer in Love last night. It was absolutely tremendous. I mean, everybody wowed me.
Moore. Yep. Who wowed you more? Not to single anybody out, but who wowed you more?
Well, you know, it's the first time I got to hear Linda.
And you were very impressed.
Very impressed. I mean, she
Yep.
did a Janis Joplin thing that was just off the charts.
Yep.
There were other entertainers. I mean, Rob Garrett was there, and he sang, and he did great. Mark Maynard, our good friend. Of
Yep.
course, I've heard those folks.
Sure.
But there were other people there. There was, and I'm sorry, don't remember all the names. Dionne Warwick, tribute
Impersonated tribute. Yeah.
tribute art. She did a song. What was interesting is it was called The Summer of Love of '67, and as I'm sitting there listening to all this, I was 3 years old when that was going down.
So you don't remember any of the Summer
No,
of
I
Love?
do. No. Well, not the summer itself, but a lot of the music I do. The ensemble at the
What's he doing?
the ensemble
Flower
at,
Power. Yeah.
the ensemble at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
The second song in, because obviously Linda opened up.
Sure.
Everybody came up and did. Not Aquarius. What's the other song that they did?
I don't know.
By
Not-
the third dimension. Not Aquarius. Oh, it'll come to me.
Now that's
I'm
the only
blanking on
song
the
in my
name.
head is Aquarius.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
it wasn't Aquarius. It'll come to me, and I
Yep.
know somebody in there will fix me. Will fix it for me. But anyway, the whole. I mean, it was perfect. It was as if the originals were standing up there singing it. Good entertainment.
Great backup band. I mean, Mark's a great guitarist.
Well, when Mark was there, they had 3 other gentlemen behind. One playing the horns. One was on like the bongos and a little bit of a drum set. It wasn't a full set.
Isn't it a shame that Chianti's is now stopping the music after something like that?
Which I don't understand. Tonight is the second show. I don't know if there's tickets available or not. Go to Eventbrite. You could see they were like $10 a ticket.
yeah.
Now, where we sat, we were off where the piano is in the side
You're in
room.
the side room.
And we were in the booth all the way to the back. We were in the Bob
So you
Uecker
couldn't
seats.
see him, but you could hear him.
But fortunately, there were some 2 tops closer in that section that Eileen, my wife Eileen can do this stuff. She went up and asked if we could move since nobody was sitting there.
Sure.
Here we are, 2 people sitting in a booth built for 8, which didn't make sense. And yeah, so we moved up to a 2 top.
So
Perfect
you were
view of the
right there.
We were sitting right next to Lisa and
Sweet.
Mark. It was great. It was right there. Of course, I had one eye on the hockey game last night on my phone, which is a whole nother topic of conversation. But if you can get there, do it. Go to Eventbrite, look up Summer of Love tonight, the 19th. Show starts at 7:30, goes to about 9 o'clock. Well worth it. And you'll hear some entertainers that you probably have never heard before in this town with the slew of entertainment we have. There, you know, on the flyer for the event, you'll see pictures and headshots of those that are participating. and they were all terrific.
Didn't you notice though? Only in Vegas, no matter who gets up on that stage, you're going, "Holy moly!
Yeah.
Can that person play or sing or whatever?" The talent out here in Vegas is unlike anywhere in the world.
And that's something we've always talked about. You know, what are some of the hidden secrets about Vegas? And we bring a lot of people onto this show
Sure.
to introduce them or reintroduce them, not only entertainers, but business owners like Bonnie and such. That is some of the best kept secret about Las Vegas that people don't realize. Because again, you say Las Vegas to the 40 million people a year who come here,
You know,
they're only thinking 5 miles of dirt.
I got to laugh because when we first had them on, I said, "Aaron, I get our guest scheduled for next week. Linda
Right.
Moore, Mark, Gendel, Gendel, him too." And you're like, "I never heard of them."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, you will."
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even
that's what
Zoe
happens.
Bowie was there. He did a song.
Chris, yeah.
He was drunk when he sang with
I
Linda,
thought,
but that's
well,
okay.
yeah,
And for all the years I'm here, it's the first time I've seen Zoe Bowie in any form live.
You've never been down to Fremont Street seeing
No.
the band. Oh,
No.
it's
No,
an
I've never been
experience.
there.
You got to go.
So I got to see him as well. Hi, Jennifer from Hawaii. Thank you, Richard. As always, thank you for tuning in. 702-329-6947. If you're outside the United States, 855-502-4321. Press 1 to come into the studio and chat with us. Or you can send us the hashtag Twin Brothers Vegas. You can send us a message to Twitter using that hashtag. We'll pop it up on the screen, and we'll be able to answer your question. All right.
You really want to support Twin Brothers? Go to our merchandising page. We have on our website, we have a number of items, not just the coffee mug with our caricatures on it, but we have T-shirts, we have hats, we have a variety of items. Listen, I know Father's Day is tomorrow, but pre-shop for your holiday gift ideas and support Twin Brothers from different mothers.
Yeah, if you go to our twinbrothers.vegas webpage, which you see on your screen right now, you have everything from T-shirts, different designs. I'm wearing our hat and logo T-shirt as a matching ensemble, although the hat I got from another distributor. The Voice has a shirt. Neil's shirt is out there. But here's and the cup is there. But again, folks, I want to remind you, you don't just have to buy T-shirts. We show T-shirts because it's the most common. But if you click on what you want, and then simply when the shirt comes up, click that drop-down menu right there, and you can see all the different merchandise you can get with that logo on it.
And the other thing is, once you get a T-shirt, and let's say you're a traveler and you go to Europe, you go to Africa, you go wherever, please post your wearable items, your coffee mug, your drinking, on our page so other people can enjoy worldwide, because this program is expanding.
Absolutely, and we want to thank our viewers. Hello, Debbie. We appreciate. We want to thank. Oh, Jennifer's in Texas on vacation. She's not in Hawaii. All right, Jennifer, you're still with us on vacation. We appreciate that. Okay, a couple other quick news and notes. If you're fans of Mattel, the toy company, they're opening up in Arizona a theme park with Hot Wheels roller coasters, Thomas and Friends attractions, and the whole shebang.
So what is it, like a mini Disney type thing?
Yeah, but it'll just be themed after all the Mattel products. It's going to be
Mario a Mattel guy, or no? He's somebody else.
I don't think he's Mattel. The park will have branded attractions, including a Hot Wheels roller coaster, go-karts, and an indoor park themed after Thomas the Friends. The project was unveiled in a groundbreaking held June 10th and is expected to open in October of 2022. You can go to their website and look for more information on that. In all, the site will take up 48 acres, adding to the city's vibrant entertainment district, which includes State Farm Stadium and the Westgate Entertainment District.
It's going to be in the same area?
That's what it said, yeah. Wow. So you'll have a lot to do in that one segment. Last but not least, before we go to break and we can bring Bonnie up, the Oakland Athletics, their brass team is back in Vegas for a second visit. They will be in town on the 21st and 22nd.
Are they coming? I think they're coming.
I just don't want to see Vegas fall to another bargaining chip like they did with the Expos/Washington Nationals. Oakland's name has come up many times over the years, but we'll see. In the meantime, it's an estimated $1 billion ballpark that they're talking about. So they're
where are they going to build it?
They're looking at sites between Las Vegas and Henderson. And we talked about this on Sportsmanlike Conduct earlier. I don't want to see the ballpark on the Strip.
Talk about that show. That's your new show.
It is my new show.
Talk about it.
I'll get to that in a second. But I don't want to see the ballpark, and I think we kind of talked about it last week. I don't want to see the ballpark on the Strip. Yes, great convenience off the highway, but if they put it on Sahara and the Boulevard, imagine the traffic getting off at Sahara at rush hour for 7:05 p.m. first pitch when everybody's trying to get home north-south. That whole area is going to die. I got a message during Unsportsmanlike Conduct hosted by Brett Lawson and myself from 8 to 9. It's all your sports talk that you want to know. 215 north up by the Speedway. would be a perfect spot for it.
That's way the hell
No,
up
it's
there.
just 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute ride up
Listen,
15.
anything here is 20 minutes away, but you're correct in so much is that area of North Las Vegas
Wide open.
is wide open with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of commercial, that will build that area up.
Absolutely.
So it might not be a bad idea.
So I just don't want to see it in the strip. We have enough congestion. We have enough issues on our strip and on the route. I mean, again, Route 15, think about it. 7:05 first pitch. People are going to and from
Oh,
work
forget
at
about
that
it.
hour.
Forget about
And
it.
then you get off at Sahara in either direction. Can you imagine the backup on the
Well,
ramp?
what about the trans? Will they extend the trans out to the raceway?
It is. Look, I used to talk about that when I sold timeshare. We never, ever talked about it going beyond where it is now, maybe down to Fremont. It would make sense.
Yep.
But the infrastructure building that to go all the way out there makes too much sense. But here's the thing. I don't want to pay for the $1 billion stadium. You got enough casinos, and again, it's going to be the same argument. They don't put enough into the state budget for funding, education, all these other things.
Agree.
Taxpayers in this city, the 2.5 million people of us, should in no way, shape, or
So
form
tax the tourists like what we continue to do.
The casinos have enough money that they have great lobbyists in Carson City
Yep.
to protect their interests
Sure.
and not allow a dollar ripoff.
Right.
Bullshit. Give back, because the Oakland Athletics coming here, playing here 82 games or 81 games a year could more than increase the money that the casinos are making.
And they don't want to spend the money, Oakland A's. They want it to be publicly
Of course.
funded.
Well, neither did the Raiders, and neither
Correct.
did all these other stadiums, and we're paying for enough for 2.5 million people. I'm not against Major League Baseball coming, because we're going to get basketball here, I'm sure, someday.
don't want basketball.
I don't either, but they're going to follow suit. I just don't want us to pay for a $1 billion project. That's just my opinion, and I don't want it on the strip. If you guys, the commissioners, if you want to call me, I'll give you my opinion, which you can just go back to the show.
Call into the studio today.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
us
702-329-6947. It's time to quickly step aside for our first break. Yeah, Ron Garrett, thank you for watching. He did mention this, and we talked about it earlier, that they're talking about blowing up where the Rio is and using that area.
know. They've been talking about that for a long
Still,
time.
to me, it's too close to the strip. It's too close to the highway where traffic buildup and backup, I think, is just going to be treacherous. Anyway, thank you for watching Twin Brothers. We appreciate it. Neil, I'm Aaron. We'll be back in 60 seconds with Bonnie Frazier, Premier Martial Arts, right after this.
We know radiant, healthy skin reflects how you look and feel, especially in the desert. Hand and Stone Spa at Silverado Ranch offers facial services provided by licensed estheticians tailored for men, women, and teens. This also includes a maintenance program to enjoy your clear and beautiful complexion between regular appointments. We also offer exfoliation facials and LED light phototherapy, which will give a result of firmer skin and a smoother texture. It also diminishes fine lines, wrinkles, and dark spots, resulting in a more luminous skin. Call 702-941-7833 and put your skin into our hands.
Pay attention, because I'm only going to say this once. I that up. Go live. All right, I'll say something else. I want you to tune in to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. They got their own show called Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. It's 12 o'clock noon every Saturday. You can't miss this show. This is going to be great. Don't let me come knocking on your door 3 o'clock in the morning, because you know I will.
This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. To feel alive. This is where it all begins. To feel alive. This is where it all begins. Is this good to you? Stay alive. To feel alive. This is where it all begins.
All right, welcome back to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. As always, time you inspired for our first break. And today, gracing us, we are honored to have a new member of our advertising family here at Twin Brothers, with Bonnie Frazier from Premier Martial Arts. New studio opening up actually right down the strip of stores where Hand and Stone is. We have another location in Henderson. The Premier Martial Arts is the place to learn some discipline. Welcome to Twin Brothers.
Why, thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here.
We are happy to have you here. And again, from Neil and I in the studios, we thank you for coming on as an advertiser and a supporter of our show, because our goal is to get you out there and help build and promote you and your business, which I know we'll have a lot of success doing, which I'll talk about a giveaway in a moment. But first and foremost, how did you get into the wacky world of martial arts and teaching it, and your desires and passions, and share a little bit about your background?
So I'm a retired hand surgeon, but when I went to medical school, and this is kind of a funny story, I was in Brooklyn, and I was with my roommate. We were walking by a martial arts studio, and this really good-looking guy pulled up in his red convertible, who then became my sensei Gravina. I said, well, I want to take that class, so I started taking classes there, and I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't start martial arts until I was 30, so you don't have to be young, even though we cater to as young as 3 years
Right.
old, but we go 3 to adult. I excelled in that program. I got my green belt, went on to residency. From there, I kind of took a break, but when I moved to Las Vegas, I was invited to train under Grandmaster John Natividad, who people in Las Vegas are very familiar with. He is a former Olympic champion in martial arts, and is a leader in a martial arts community, and so I still am involved with that group.
But it's crazy because you're a hand surgeon. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Talk about a career lifestyle change. You got the bug. And once you get the bug and you start getting into it like you've done, now you've taken it to the whole new level by opening your own place. Talk about that.
It's pretty cool. I still enjoy martial arts. I still have not gotten my black belt yet, which is a goal of mine in life. So
I have a black belt. It's holding my pants up right now.
with a yellow logo of Batman on it.
That's true. No, not today, actually. It's just the straight black
You
one
get the
today.
black one today.
but this was sort of my way of giving back, and so when I did a little bit more research about this program that Premier Martial Arts promotes, it's really actually kind of cool. So I think it's a style that's a combination of 4 different types of martial arts,
Yep.
and it's meant to be practical self-defense. So it's different than your traditional styles, even though those are still so important.
But there's a lot of, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a lot of elements involved. The physical activity, the mental training. Did you go to a franchise show and say, okay, I'm going to look around and see what's out there in this industry, and then you got hooked on this business? How did that come about? How did you get to where you are now?
I looked into franchising around 2014-15 and almost did a different franchise, but then I realized that that's not really what I want to do. But the gal that was my consultant reached out to me years later, and I was thinking about her, and she said, you know what, just give this a try.
Sure.
Just see what it's about. And I was very impressed, very impressed. Barry Vanover, who's the president and owner of the franchise, has been consulting in martial arts for well over 20 years, and the Premier name has been out there. But what he constantly does, and he's such an inspiration, is that he's finding new ways to make sure that we get better, that we are able to reach more people, so that we don't have to be a super athlete to learn how to defend yourself.
So he's teaching you the technique of how to in the industry.
Right.
My question would be, and Aaron, I don't know, excuse me, if you got feedback on this. Okay, you're going into a field that's totally different to what you were trained to do for so many years, being an expert in your field of micro surgery on hands and all. How do you find the people that are going to work for your business that are skilled in something totally different than you know? Is that all part of your training from corporate?
It is. Actually, they've got this down to a science. So when I'm looking for instructors or program directors, someone that can help out with the school, there are different levels that we actually use besides just your regular job websites. but they have created an instructor university. So let's say some instructor went for a job at one location but didn't get that, I still have them as a resource, and I can utilize
Nice.
them if they are willing to relocate, or if they're located in Las Vegas.
So you don't go on Indeed and look for martial arts instructor,
Well, we
right?
do.
Oh, you do?
know,
Okay.
we do.
Yeah.
But it sounds like there's a specific market of people for that industry that people can go to instead of finding the needle in the haystack in the Indeeds and those sort of
Want to
things.
relocate to
Yeah.
Las Vegas? You worked for this industry back here. We have an opening, and that's how you're getting your people in Aaron.
Before we continue, I want to let everybody know at this time, courtesy of Premier Martial Arts in Bonnie is going to give away a 30-day free class for the month. 30 days. You'll get your uniform, martial arts, everything for 30 days free. Be the first caller right now at 702-329-6947. 702-329-6947. Press 1 to get to the studio. Don't have to answer any questions. You don't have to do any hi-yas or chops or nothing. You'll learn to do that. But call in right now and you will be the recipient of 30 days free. Now, if somebody wins it under their name, can they give it to, let's say, a child or make it transferable for somebody else to use?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have to use it, but you can gift it to somebody else to use, but you'll get a month free. And I'll even sweeten the pot. Call in right now, and I'll even throw in a massage from Hand and Stone Spa and facial massage courtesy of Lisa. So go get your workout, and then I'll get you a massage for the end of your 30 days when you're like, oh my God, they beat me up, I need a massage. So you get 2 things for free, but call in right now. First caller gets the 30 days free martial arts and gets a certificate for a massage. What's the value of a month's worth of training, membership, or so I want to just kind of put it in perspective for folks.
Actually, I've not really broken it down by the month because
Okay.
typically we do it by 6 months to
Oh,
a year.
okay.
And then our black belt training program is a 3 year. So we're more of a school, and
Gotcha.
you're learning a trade,
Okay, perfect. Makes perfect sense. What's the very beginning belt level?
a white belt.
White belt. That's like taking rope like the hobos used to, right? That you would tie
I
that
got
up.
one of those at home. I got a white belt.
Is it pleather? You don't wear it after Labor Day, do you?
I wear it after 7 p.m. every night. I put it on, and that's my sleep.
Do you have
wear.
the shoes off? Just that? I want to get that
I don't
vision
wanna
out of
know.
my head. Exactly.
That's a little TMI.
Hey, Lisa. Mark is there. Rose and Norm. Hey, guys. Good to have you tune in. Lisa, I just am giving away a free massage in conjunction with a winner for a 30-day free months of training at Premier. So somebody's going to win both. Okay. So we have that. First caller, 702-329-6947. Okay. Besides the fact that people think of martial arts as there you go. Oh, I can't even do any hand motion. There you go. We should make one of those with Premier on it.
You look
That-
like Mini Aaron.
I know.
Oh, that's a mini
There
needle.
you go.
That doesn't work.
Other
Take
than
that
the
thing
fact
off.
that martial arts, which I know you mentioned, is more of a defensive skill.
Yes.
Give me 1 or 2 other myths about martial arts that people don't, they have one thing, but it really isn't. Do you have a couple others in the industry, what people have misunderstandings about?
I think that people think that martial arts is violent, and a lot of that has to do with how martial arts kind of crept into the industry of the movies and TV shows and that type of thing.
And in sports, right? MMA, wrestling, pro
Right.
wrestling, but the people that think they do martial arts on those shows. But
Right, but we're not at that level.
Right,
So
right.
we can train you up to that level if that's the career you choose, the path you want to
You
take
have that
as a
option.
professional fighter,
Right.
or if you want to get into movies. I love Premier Martial Arts because you can have a career as a martial artist. You actually can make a living as a martial artist, and that is one of the most exciting things that I got. One of them that I got out of learning about the franchise is because a lot of martial artists sort of do it on the side. They do it because they love it and it's a passion. And martial arts creates a sense of community. So it's not just about learning moves and
Do you get into
executing.
the diet end of it also? Because you've got to
Absolutely.
be in shape.
We have different patch levels for learning different challenges, and your nutrition patch is actually one of the things. So we're always talking about proper nutrition, about making sure you're drinking enough water, especially in this heat,
Correct.
so that you can train. But
So those outfits, those
Uniforms.
gi, are they called gis?
they're geese.
Right. Ooh, are you impressed?
That was very good.
Thank you.
Pulled that one out of you. You're
Well,
nowhere.
I had to do some caricatures of people, senseis with their gis on, but they put patches on. correct? Is that what you're talking about the patches? Do you turn into a NASCAR driver with all the patches? What happens?
I suppose you could with
could.
all the patches that we
Right.
could do, but yes, it's almost like way back in the day, Girl Scouts. Every time you learned about a certain discipline or learned a certain task or
got
like
your patch.
first aid, or you got a patch. So it shows your level of experience and your level of training. Just like the belt levels change as you get more experienced and you train.
Now, before we go to break, because we're up against our second break, you currently are wearing a belt right now. And what kind of belt is that?
This one is a gray belt, and the gray belt is used as a certified instructor training. So it's a different program that they
Okay.
offer. So if you're 8 years or older and you're making your way either through your black belt or you are a black belt but want to become an instructor, there's a specific training program for that.
All right. Thank you. We're going to go to break because I want to come back and continue on that. You are watching Twin Brothers from Different Mothers with guest Bonnie Frazier from Premier Martial Arts. Remember, call in. You get 30 days free instruction from Premier, and we'll throw in a free massage from Hand and Stone Spa when you're done getting all broken up at the martial arts studio. You're watching Twin Brothers. We'll be back in 60 seconds. All right.
When you think of relaxation, do you think of a massage? If not, you should. Las Vegas Hand and Stone Massage at Silverado Ranch provides professional spa experiences at affordable rates. You will be enveloped in soothing sounds and aromas on your way to total relaxation. De-stress with our full body massage to relieve tension, soothe tired muscles, and temper migraines. You can select from many options, including CBD, deep tissue, sports, and our signature hot stone massage. Call 702-941-7833 and start de-stressing today.
There is nothing more effective for reducing or reversing the effects of stress, trauma, or aging than chiropractic care. Dr. Hans Konzer has practiced low-force chiropractic care since 1999. He has been part of Spinal Care of Nevada and Summerlin since 2019. Dr. Hans is also known for his encyclopedia-like nutrition knowledge and continues to achieve great results with gentle chiropractic techniques like network spinal analysis. Call 702-566-4673 today to make your appointment with Dr. Hans. That's 702-566-4673. Help your body to self-assess and reboot with a visit with Dr. Hans.
It's going to be a fun afternoon at the Sugar Shack today as we meet the woman of many faces and talents, Nellie Norris. Join me for a very entertaining time with Nellie Norris today at 2 p.m. at Terry Haley Official on Facebook. See you then. Mwah. Sugars.
What do you have? Florida State?
Seminole game? How's that? Welcome back to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Owner of Premier Martial Arts here in Las Vegas, Bonnie Frazier joins us. During the break, we convinced me of the brothers to take a lesson, take a quick lesson from Bonnie on something that could be done really quickly as you've been saved for a moment. We have a caller calling in. Calling now on the line here is Frankie Valley. No, I mean Mark Maynard. I get so confused between the two. What's up, dude? Oh, it's Lisa. Even better. How are you, Lisa?
Great, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing. We just probably said Bonnie.
Hi!
Hi, we're so excited for you.
Oh, thank
My
you
neighbor.
so much. I know.
Yeah,
this
my
is gonna
neighbor
be
in
great.
business.
There you go. And we've packaged a little something. I'm sure you heard Bonnie's going to give away 30 days, a 1 month free of classes. And after they're done with the 30 days, well, not after. I'm going to give it to them now to get their body straightened back out. They're going to come see you for a massage. So I'm giving away 2 things for the
Perfect.
first caller.
And in between that,
Perfect.
Bonnie's going to show me a move that's going to put me in better condition.
Yeah, you might want to stay tuned because
Good
we're
luck, Bonnie.
we're
Yeah,
gonna-
that's a
should be-
frightening thought,
should be
Neil.
should be good luck, Neil. I think more than anything. But yeah, so listen,
That's great. We make a great team.
Absolutely.
we were talking about doing a remote for everybody down there, so you guys got to get on that so we can make that happen.
Absolutely. Bonnie and I talked about that too. We're really excited to do that.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Perfect. I know you got the gang with you, so make sure you say hi to everybody there for us.
I will. I'll say hi to everyone. We're having some lunch and just wanted to tune in from afar.
Hey,
Right
what,
on.
What coffee mug you drinking from today?
Biscuits and Bourbon on Water Street. It's amazing.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
what-
so
yeah,
she's
but-
not using a mug. She's out of the house.
Oh, you got to use one
Oh,
of your
which mug?
900
So this
mugs you
morning
have.
we drank from Rose, and who was the other one we had today?
Aaron?
Mark probably drank from mine, actually. Go figure.
Okay.
I was drinking from Rose, and he was drinking from mine.
Nice.
There's so many lines we could put out there right now, but we'll just let it
Right.
go. We'll just let it go.
I'm not going there.
That's a show. Exactly. That's a show for another day. All right, Lise, thank you so much for calling, man. We
You're
appreciate it. Say
welcome.
hi to everybody. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye, Lise.
bye.
All right. Okay, so let's get to it. We were talking about during the break. There's a little something that from here you can show Neil a particular move. Explain what it is and what it's used for, if you don't mind.
Well, basically, you don't have to be a total athlete to defend yourself, and that's just sort of the point to it.
Does it help if you're a former athlete?
It certainly doesn't hurt.
Good.
But if you're approached by someone, the first thing that we just tend to do is we step back and put our hands up, and that's a guard stance. And if you use your voice, could be your strongest weapon. So you don't even have to touch somebody to get out of a bad situation. Having situational awareness is the first self-defense, but by just kind of saying, back off. Most people that are thinking of doing something probably won't, because they don't expect you to be able to say that.
Yeah.
They're expecting you to cower and they attack. But if you offend somebody, so what? So be it. You've done nothing to hurt them except for maybe their feelings are a little bruised. But you've gotten yourself sometimes out of a very potential
Just by
difficult
essentially going back off.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, does that work with bears?
I haven't tried that.
I don't know. I don't know why I thought. I saw a video last week of a bear trying to climb over someone's wall. 17-year-old. Did you
I
see
saw
it?
that, yeah.
The bear was eyeing their family's 2 little dogs.
And the woman was kicking the bear off, pushing the bear off the wall.
17-year-old, was it a young gal, teenager?
okay.
Pushed the bear off the wall. So that's what made me thought of a bear. If they're coming at you, stop, bear. And will they cower? No, they'll probably eat you. But at least you made an
It's
attempt.
supposed to work with coyotes, though.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well, don't animals of that ilk work with hand gestures, and is that why it works with them, or is
It's
it the
the
voice?
voice.
It's the voice, and they say get as large as you can with a bear.
Right.
Get as large as you can, but with a coyote is to get as loud as you can, because they don't like that.
Now I know why it works well with my dog at home. I have a little mini dachshund. I am the alpha male, and she hears my voice and she runs.
Runs, yeah.
So,
That's
anyway,
sweet.
good. So, is there any other things like this? So that's a
My
defensive posture.
wife does that too, by the way. She hears my voice, runs.
Moving along. So, is there any other quick little defensive step beside? I mean, that makes total sense. I mean, putting your guard up in a way, but using your voice to stop.
Correct.
Something. What would be a follow up to that? What if that didn't work? What can be done next, if anything, other than just, yelling and screaming or getting into your defensive posture?
If they start to come at you, something very simple, easy to do for anybody, you ball up your hand with your thumb on the outside. It's called a hammer fist. You've all seen Thor?
Thor.
Thor, the hammer fist. You just hammer him in the head, hammer him on the bridge of the nose. Any type of hammering, it's not the strongest move, but it's a shock move.
Sure.
That will
Back
change
them
the
up.
situation where you can hammer fist and run.
Now, can you show that posture again? Just look at that bicep.
I know
She's in
great
shape, isn't-
shape. Yeah. Great
She's in shape. But you mentioned, the banging on the head is the shock. But I can see noses being broken if you
Oh,
hit the
yeah.
nose, just right.
Now you deal, Bonnie, with pressure points, correct, or not so much in martial arts?
Not so much with our style. We're quick defense and go.
Okay, got it.
What's with the thunder and lightning?
Thor.
Oh, Thor. You should just put the Thor hammer up, for crying out loud. Anyway, what I like is the defensive posture, and they're easy enough things that people can do, whether you're trained or not, to give those kind of quick little tips. I think is important. So now from there, what's the youngest student you've ever had taking classes?
3.
Was the youngest? Now I know that's your age range. I didn't know if you actually saw 3.
We do have a couple of 3-year-olds, and they're
Okay.
adorable. And it's not so structured, but it's getting them used to and reinforcing some of the moves that we do. It's organized playtime,
Yeah,
but
but they're
with
growing.
martial arts.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They're growing into their bodies at age 3, So what you're doing, and just like as a former athlete, the most important thing in any sport you play is balance. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with martial arts.
It does. And even the rapidly growing teams that go from long and lanky to very balanced and skillful. It's training their bodies as they go. The stretching helps with that, especially if they're growing really quickly. And it's a family thing. We have all sorts of ages that are training all the way up to their parents.
What about the bullying, which goes on at such an early age? Is it something that you address
Absolutely.
confidence-wise with the kids that come into the program? Listen, if you're being bullied by blah, 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 again, coming from a point of strength, if back off and that type of thing, if they're learning that at such an early age, that's going to help them in life.
Absolutely. So we do have, besides just on our regular classes, we talk about different things on our Mat Chat. We've got 18 different principles of excellence, that from self-discipline to respect, that we talk about. But
Mat
also,
Chat, I love it.
yeah, it's great. And then, but we also do anti-bullying workshops and adult self-defense. And adult self-defense isn't just women. There are men that also get abused, and it's not typically reported. It's thought of a sign of weakness, or they're not believed. And so we really want to address, for everybody has the right to defend themselves.
Verbally as well as physically.
And language is important too.
Okay, good. I like that you brought up Mat Chat, because part of the program, we talked a little bit off camera. When I was coaching way back when in college, we'd get the freshmen in, and you have sophomores, juniors, seniors. We'd get in a big circle, and as coaches, we would say to the kids, "Now tell us something that nobody to your left or right knows about you," and it creates friendships. And I'm sure in the classes that you have at your establishment, you want them to be a team.
Yes.
It's not just them, it's who they're taking the classes from, who they're going to associate, who they're going to friend, and male and female. So that's huge.
Before we forget, we were talking about the one that you just opened on East Silverado by Lisa's shop. Give the exact address for that, and you also have the other studio as well. Give both locations.
Yes, so it's 1120 East Silverado Ranch Boulevard, Suite 100, and 2505 Anthem Village Drive, Suite 1C, up in Henderson, where the split between Anthem Village and Eastern.
Gotcha. Any thoughts on coming up to Summerlin? You're working your way up towards our neck of the woods up that way.
I believe that there are, I know I am, but I believe that there are going to be some other locations opening up in Summerlin soon.
Okay. Very good. Very cool. Contact information. Do you have any? Now, I know, have you had your official grand opening on the one in East Silverado yet?
No, we have not.
Are you doing any pre-grand opening specials or anything?
We are. We're definitely doing our pre-grand opening special, where we're giving a discounted price for the 6-week training course, the beginner training course, and we're doing free lessons up until we are built up and open.
Okay.
So we are on the verge of starting our build out, and we're almost ready to go.
Where can people get information to sign up and register for that?
At 702-576-3339, or they can go through the Premier Martial Arts website and click on the link for our location and put your information in there. We'll
Give
get
the
back
phone
to
number
you.
one more time.
702-576-3339.
Be the first caller right now, 702-329-6947. Get a get a month's free at the studio, and we'll throw in a massage from Hand and Stone Spa, facial massage for you as well. So you get a 2-pack. First caller, though, you got about 15 minutes left before we say goodbye to take advantage of that. With that, we're going to step aside for our break. When we come back, it's Las Vegas trivia quiz time for Miss Bonnie. She has no idea this is coming out. We'll see how she does. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, I'm Frankie Citro. Some of you guys thought I was kidding when I told you to tune in on Saturdays to my friends and my pals, their show, Twin Brothers for Different Mothers. So I promised you if you didn't tune in, I'd come visit you maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I kept my promise to some of you people. Now those same people, they get ready on Thursday for Saturday's show. So now listen, guys, when I tell you trust me on this, tune in on Saturdays to Twin Brothers with Different Mothers. It's a current, topical, and most important, a fun show with great guys. Don't let me have to tell you again. Capiche?
It's Twin Brothers from Different Mothers every Saturday from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific right here on our Facebook page, Go Live Vegas, or twinbrothers.vegas. Thank you, Frankie.
Sometimes you can try so hard at something. Sometimes you can be so prepared and still fail. I've often said a man's character is not judged after he celebrates a victory by what he does when his back is against the wall. So no matter how great the setback, how severe the failure, you never give up. You never give up. You pick yourself up, you brush yourself off, you push forward, you move on, you adapt, you overcome. That's what I believe.
All right, welcome back to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Aaron and Neil here with our very special guest, Bonnie Fraser from Video Martial Arts. We still have a 30-day free trial and a massage fee. First call is calling 702-296-547. With that, it is now 10 for the trivia quiz. Getting to know you Las Vegas style. Let's do it there, Mr. Producer. We have cheesy music that'll be playing behind this, so classic music. Anyway, all right. This is for you and Neil. Neil can participate, which I hope he does, because he usually gets them wrong. I usually get them right, so it's all good. Okay, so here's the first question for you. In what year did the first casino in Las Vegas get its gambling?
1961.
Not correct. Thank you for playing. Closer, 1931 would be the correct response. Let's see, what is the average number of weddings per day in Las Vegas?
Ooh, we're the wedding capital of the world. Yeah, I was going to say 250.
315, there we go. Okay. Now, this is a very interesting question given our water situation here in Las Vegas. The average household in Las Vegas uses how many gallons of water per household? 242 gallons. Well, probably per
An hour.
It depends on the house. Let's see. What year? What year was the very first Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy telethon ever broadcast in Las Vegas? You know the month. Very close. 74. 71. You guys are right in the ballpark there. What is the oldest hotel in Las Vegas that it opened in 1906?
El Cortez.
No. Golden Gate Hotel downtown. It's across the El Cortez this way. I think they're one street over and to the south of the state.
What was that?
Golden Gate. Really? Yes, at the end of Fremont Street. Still there.
That is a trivia question. What's the oldest hotel in Las Vegas?
Probably got it wrong then too. All right, here we go. Whether you have... Okay. That question ready. What is the largest and most profitable casino in Las Vegas? I will say that these questions come from the four free package.
GM Green.
No, the Wynn is the number one profitable casino.
Not anymore because his ex-wife got all the money.
Very good. Let's see. The current number of licensed gambling places in Las Vegas is
3,750.
1,701.
That was close. If this was places right, I would have won because I was on
You were closest without going over. Okay. Let's see. The Flamingo was built in what decade?
40.
40s is the correct answer. How many miles of neon tubing on the strip and downtown? 40.
Oh, I got it right.
Got it? No, that answer only worked once.
Oh.
How many miles of neon tubing do you think exists in Las Vegas?
18,000.
15,000 would be the correct answer. The official name of the strip is Las Vegas Boulevard, but it used to be called what? There were two previous names before it became the Las Vegas.
Know that.
I'll I can give you hints on both.
Big City Boulevard.
Good. That's actually very good. I'll give you hints on both. One of them is similar to a label of bottled water, and the other one is also the same name used in Hollywood.
Cold water in Hollywood.
Brand. There's two different names. So one of them is similar to the name of bottled water. Think of the major brands of bottled water that's out there. And the other name used to also be the same name that is currently used on the road
In Chevio.
That's a bottled water. It is. But what kind of people lived in the Las Vegas area originally?
Native Americans.
And what is at the end of those things when you pull the bow back?
Arrow.
Arrow what? Head. Put them together now.
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead Highway. And the other one, Sunset Strip.
Really?
That was before it became Las Vegas Boulevard, as we now know simply as.
Correct.
Okay, let's see. Okay, the Bellagio Chocolate Fountain is certified by the Guinness World Records as the largest chocolate fountain in the world, standing at how many feet tall?
112 feet.
That's a sugar coma 27 feet is the correct answer. Okay, what's the average room rate in Las Vegas per night pre-pandemic?
$249.
150. Oh, good job. Let's see. What is the percentage of Nevada's general fund is fed by gaming revenue?
Who's fun?
The Nevada's general fund. The general fund of our state budget. What's the percentage that is fueled by gaming? 1%. No, much more than that. If it was 1%, I would wish the rest was on education.
I think probably
43%. Just thought I'd say that. What is the percent of visitors that come from Southern California to Las Vegas?
100%.
Exactly. 9 times in their whole life. What do you think? What percent? It's not 100%.
68%.
26%.
That's it?
What is the percent of visitors from other countries?
A lot.
25.
48.
16%.
Not enough.
Visitors spend an average of how many hours to gamble? How many hours per day? 6. 4 hours, 3.9 to be exact. What is the percentage of visitors out of the venue? 38% would be the correct answer.
Who gave you these numbers?
They're wrong. They're wrong only because you didn't get them right. Correct. Okay, a couple of questions and we'll let you off the hot seat. If a movie were to be made about your life, who would you like to see play as you in the starring role?
We're going to go from the show.
I can see that too. All-time favorite music genre?
Or a singer. Okay, all right.
There you go. Favorite curse word of all time? And not regulated by the FCC, so you have the last one.
It's a mood thing for me. I don't really think about it.
Well, when you get pissed off. All right, we'll skip that question then for you. What is your favorite all-time movie? So when it comes on, you're popping your popcorn, grabbing your favorite beverage. That movie is? I love that. Batman or Superman? Rock and roll. What career would you like to try given if you're not doing what you do now? And by that, it's all taking into account your social skills. You're not doing that, teaching. What would you like to try? We only have a couple of minutes left to win the 30 days, the 1 month free premiere. We'll roll it over to our next show and a certificate to Hand and Stone. Final question. When the day comes that you stand in front of the pearly gates, and the interview is there to welcome you in, what is it you want to hear them say as they welcome you in? All right, that does it for getting to know you. You survived. You're off the hot seat. Like that? It was very good. We appreciate it. A lot of fun asking those questions. You have about 3 minutes left before we say goodbye to get the 30 days. 702-329-6947. We will carry it over to next week if for some reason it does not get selected or gets one today, plus the Hand and Stone massage. All right. Real quickly, contact information and locations again, please.
1120 East Silverado Ranch, Suite 100, and 2505 Anthem Village Drive, Suite 1C, 702-576-3339.
Also, we did talk a little bit the hours of operation at the facility.
Currently 1 to 9, Monday through Friday, but that will change when we have our opening.
Nice.
And when that opening happens, twin brothers from different mothers will be there in some form or another.
In a gi.
In gear. I see it sitting over there.
Yep.
What sizes did you get? Are they the pants? How do they run? Large, extra large, or are they like a 36
I brought
waist?
large and extra large for you to try to
Okay.
see because you're very tall.
Okay. Well, extra large probably. And the t-shirts?
Large
Not
and
that
extra large.
extra large. Okay, good.
Yeah, I got extra large too.
Okay, very good. So
You
we
got longer
appreciate
legs
that.
than me, though.
And also, you get these fancy water bottles now available
Yeah.
at Premier Martial Arts as well. So you can get those as well for. Why don't they make these like where the water stays cool? It's just plastic. A lot of ice, but
Well, what would you make it in like? Because Angela next door at Foresight Science, she makes the tumblers that stay hot and cold,
Oh,
Right.
that's cool.
which is really neat. Yeah, like those
Yep.
things. Yeah.
absolutely.
Does that stay cold and hot all the time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If I leave it out overnight and forget to dump it, there's still ice in the morning. when
Yeah, I got to
come
mention.
downstairs.
Speaking of temperature, like we just did
Yep.
before we go off camera, did you see Johnny Bird's post the other day? It was great.
I probably did, but
Okay, he took a steak
oh yes.
and wrapped it and left it outside in the heat for like 6 hours or something like that, and it cooked. Mm-hmm. The steak cooked outside.
I'm not surprised because you can cook eggs on the street when it's that hot on the black tar. Which reminds me, since it is that hot, if you do take your pets for walks and you take them out there, please cover their feet or do something to help them with their paws. The pads when you're on the black pavement is not good for their feet. How would you like to go barefoot across hot tar? I've done that chasing my dog when they get out of the freaking gate area. It's not fun.
Yeah, the
Anyway.
dog's going yip yip yip, and you're going ow 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 ow.
Exactly. I'm in tune. Thank you for coming in. Hope you had a
Thank
good
you
time.
very
We're going to do
much.
this often because I know that we didn't even scratch the surface on a lot. But the important thing is we've introduced Premium Martial Arts owned by Bonnie Frazier on your 2 locations here to our audience. And we appreciate the opportunity to help you with your business, get the message out that there's ways that people can get discipline, self-esteem, all those things about themselves, get in shape, whatever they need. Martial arts is a way to go, and it's more of the defensive stuff.
And you do have gift certificates if one of our viewers or listeners out there want to give a gift idea for somebody. What a great gift idea.
Yeah.
Health,
Absolutely.
mental health, physical health.
Well, the 30-day free trial is transferable. So
it's
if you get it
wonderful.
for somebody else, you can
Great
give it to
idea.
somebody else to try. Anyway,
I just had ears on. Aaron, what did you do over there? Do it again. No, you
Spot-
got
did
to
you
look
give
at the look at the
oh, dog ears. We were talking about a dog. You got dog floppy ears.
I got it. And what are those? Paws.
Sausages.
I don't
Their
know what the
paws
hell
with the
they are.
rainbow bridge.
I don't know.
Okay, Bonnie, thank you again for coming in. Hope you had a good time.
Thank you.
Mr. Neal, final thoughts.
Listen,
Because I know I have to go to commentary.
go
and do
Knights
wrestling.
go. I'm going to say it again. I know we're up against the gun. What Flurry's done in the playoffs against the he made a mistake, but you know what? We won 4 in a row against Colorado. We beat 3 in a row against Montreal.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're experiencing all the record heat that's going around, I don't know if it's anywhere. Stay hydrated. Be safe. Readjust your schedule that you're not out in it on a regular day. And knock on neighbor's door. If there's somebody elderly or somebody who needs assistance, you don't see them, just knock on the door. Make sure they're okay. Give them water. Make sure that they're all around. Anyway, with that, I don't think we have a guest yet except for next week. So stay tuned to our Facebook page. See what we have in mind for next week here on Team WC tomorrow. With that, I'm off to Versus Pro Wrestling at the Boulevard Mall. There's a show at 2 o'clock. And there's a second show at 6:30. Versus Pro Wrestling at the Boulevard Mall studio door for Versus. With that, be kind to everybody. Rise up, because that's all we got. Have a great week, everybody. From those of us here at Twin Brothers, stay hydrated.
what the hell are you thinking?